All right, let's go over how to draw Goku. Alrighty, Kid Goku in Dragon Ball. So let's do it. It's gonna go through it step by step. Okay, gonna go over here and I'm gonna curve in over here for the side of Goku's face. Curve down to the chin, pulling back. Alrighty, let's keep it careful here. Gonna pull up over here to the ear, kind of around the side of his face here. And we're gonna curve for a C shape right there. That C shape's going to be obviously for his ear. Let's go over here to the nose. His nose is really tiny. Looks like a little kind of like lesser than sign. Line over here, he's a little bit kind of perturbed. He's like, what's going on? Down over here for the brow. Up over here. Down. Back here. Right? We got the eyebrow. Line down over here. Line down the outside. And then we got his eye kind of peeking upward, going like, what's going on? So a lot of Goku, we're going to extend his eyebrow, by the way, and then we're going to fill it in. So a lot of Goku is, I would say something you have to remember is that, especially Kid Goku, he's looking up a lot. The reason he's looking up a lot is because he's small. So just kind of keep that in mind. This is just another Sharpie, by the way. The other Sharpie was kind of getting a little bit, you know, not good. So it was kind of drying out the marker. Out over here, down, down. Curve over here in. Curve over here for the outside of the eye right there. We're going to find that. Oops, daisy. This marker's a little bit thick, honestly. I'll just use it to like fill in areas. I'll just use this Sharpie. Now we're going to go over here to this part. Line under here, line under here. And then 3 lines on his cheek. 3 lines on his cheek. And if you want, you can draw the lower lines. You don't have to, by the way, but you could draw the lower line of his eye. Doesn't really show in the anime, but you can kind of do that if you want. So let's go over here to the hair. We're going to start over here in pretty deep into his head. Downward here. 1 kind of check mark. You know, like a V shape. Down over here, it's going to run into that area. Pulling down, up. Curve here. Curve down. Pull up. Up over here. Okay, so that's going to be his hairline. He's got this zigzag on his hairline. Let's go over here, pull out. Small, right there, kind of a small triangle. So his hair is obviously made up of different triangles, and I really wouldn't worry about getting every exact one. So here's a larger one, but remember, it's going to pull back to home base, right? Thinking about the circular area of his head. Going to pull up pretty big over here, down. So, and then we're going to pull one more over here. Oh, and then we're going to pull one more over here. Oh, and then we're going to pull one more over here. Oh, and then we're going to pull one more over here. Oh, and then we're going to pull one more over here. Oh, and then we're going to pull one more over here. Oh, and then we're going to pull one more over here. Oh, and then we're going to pull one more over here. Oh, and then we're going to pull one more over here. Oh, and then we're going to pull one more over here. So Goku, his most iconic thing is his hair. That's something to kind of keep that in mind. Curve around the corner over here. Just remember that he's got this regular, skull in there. So kind of remember that home base of that curve. And then we're going to have, so you can draw like another spike over here and it would make that big a difference, because he does move his head. But just remember let's just draw 3 over here, but one big one. There's one dominant one and then a couple of little ones on the side. Okay. Let's go over here now. We're going to pull down in his neck over here. Out over here for kind of, we're going to find the open chest area. Line over here to the clavicle. That's something we always see in Dragon Ball. If you're a Dragon Ball fan, hit the like button. It's going to, I really want to, see who's out there. Maybe I'll do more of them. Out over here. Curve over here for the shoulder. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw his hand there. He's got his hand raised up. I'm going to draw one. See, draw all the fingers as one. Down over here, the back of the hand over here, curve here. So we have this one amorphous kind of blob, right? And then we're gonna split it up over here. Line down here, line down here. I think there's one more, right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm like losing count of his fingers here. That was a little bit smaller, but it'll be fine. Knuckle, knuckle, knuckle. And then curve over here. Everything we're doing as far as like drawing, again, is you want the impression of, meaning the viewer can look at it. So now we're going to find the edge of see back here, we're going to find kind of that area where his shirt ends and his arm begins. So you want to find, and then we're going to curve up. See, you can see his arm. This is overlapping, essentially, right? This is a perspective. The fist is a little closer than the arm. So, sorry, I just keep interrupting myself. Down over here for the edge of the, the bottom of the outfit there. The gi. Out over here. Curve in. Curve in. Want to find the belt over here. So the belt there for the downward for the gi. I don't know what you call it, because I know in Taekwondo, I think we called it dobak, but I'm curious. Like gi is like a more universal thing, probably. And we're going to draw the belt on here. Over here in this area, circle for his symbol. We're going to draw that a little bit thicker. And then we're going to draw some of the folds on his shirt, which, again, you want the impression of. We can draw a line over here, like a check mark. Maybe another one down here. And to be honest, even that might be okay. You want a viewer to look at it and go, oh, I get what's going on. Really, that's kind of the goal of this. Curly for the edge of his shirt. See the edge of his shoulder. And arm over here coming out, down to the wrist. And then we're going to go out a little bit for the kind of hand wrap, whatever, the wrist wrap. Thumb. Curve line over here, in. And again, we're drawing that all as one and then splitting it up. Now I'm going to split it into, there we go, 3. You want to draw the fist as one block, and then you kind of split it up. That's probably I would say the easiest way to do it. Down over here in a vignette, down over here in a vignette. Now, so Kid Goku had his tail. That's something to kind of keep track of. Curve up here. It's basically a monkey tail, right? Curve over there. And then at this point, you're like, okay, cool. We have him there. What can you do to the drawing, right? So I would say one thing, you could fill that in, of course, which we'll do. We're going to do right now. Let's do it right here. And then the Dragon Ball Z, I would say like the anime, at least, style of it. It doesn't lend to... Well, I'm filming this and I'll talk to you. We could kind of talk together about this. Sorry, I hit the mic. So the Dragon Ball Z style kind of lends to... It is detailed, of course, but it's detailed for animation. So a lot of that stuff wouldn't really lend to like detail in a drawing, because with a drawing you can draw infinite detail because it's literally one. It's literally just kind of one frame, right? That's kind of essentially the drawing part of it. It would represent like one frame of it. But when you're doing it for animation, the detail has to be a little bit more streamlined. I know that people kind of like talk about Dragon Ball Super, and some of the drawing there is odd and weird, and I know it has to do with money and time and stuff like that. Like if you look at animation, I would say the Brawly movie out of at the in Dragon Ball Super, that Brawly movie is amazing. They keep changing animation styles, and then that middle one, there's one where basically Brawly starts fighting Vegeta and Goku. The animation becomes wild, like amazingly good. I'm like that for me. That's my favorite. And then I know that the other fight scenes they use more 3D, and they're still good. But I would say that's like my favorite style right there. It's like these characters become like elongated and kind of like, I don't know, everything becomes smooth in like a Vampire Hunter D way. Um, but yeah. Anyways, anyways, so what you can do here, since this is still frame, is you can draw a couple little things on him. Maybe you can draw maybe like more lines around the folding, right along the area. Think about gravity going downward. Maybe like right here off the belt, right? A little bit of like lines kind of crumpling up as cloth is pulled together. So kind of think that out, and that's pretty much it. Uh, Say what's up in the comment section. What I want you to do is I want you to stay here. We're going to do another drawing lesson together right now. Okay, stay right here. Let's do another one right now. Let's jump into it. Stay right here. Let's do another one right now. Let's jump into it. Stay right here. Let's do another one right now. Let's jump into it.